Hello everyone and welcome back to the second part tutorial of the bathroom tutorial or whatever I need to pronounce this, I don't know. Anyway, so let's continue with this. Next what I want to do is just fill this up so it will look as it should look like. So I'm gonna take a look from here, just see this, and yeah, it's a little bit big, the hole, but anyway, let's continue. Right click, choose edge. I'm gonna grab this edge here, and next I'm gonna click extrude and simply bring it just a little bit inside that way, extrude once again, and move it all the way over here. Okay, I'm gonna press I'm gonna press 1 to exit the smooth preview. Right click, vertices. I'm gonna grab those inner vertices here, these which are like that. I'm gonna open them, so I want to make sure that I'm maintaining this circular kind of look to this. So if I press 3 here, I will be able to see this better. Just maybe a little bit playing with these two only, or like that, and yeah, maybe these a little bit that way. Okay, so with that, what we have here, we have those sections here, right? So we can grab them like so and choose to extrude them. Okay, so we're gonna extrude that way. Now please be in non-smooth preview mode, and whenever you extrude them, you will have the keep faces together appeared in here. While it's still with the extrude function, you will see keep faces together. We want to check this off, and we want to click on one of those cubes next to our handles of the extrusion. So just click on it, and then you will get this one in the middle here. You click, hold, and drag this and do something such as this. Okay, so let's say that we are satisfied with that. Well, let's do this that way, and then extrude this once again and do the same thing. Now at this point we don't need to uncheck the cape faces together. You can see it's turned on automatically, but we don't need to uncheck it. It just was for the first time, and now we're going to extrude this downwards that way. Okay, just like so. Now here I'm gonna extrude it once more, like so. Press F3 to see how it looks. See, so I'm simply gonna maybe uniformly like that. We'll do something such as this, just to get that angle here. See, and simply press delete to delete those faces. So now if I'm pressing 3, pressing F8, making sure it's unselected, we have something nice such as this. Okay, so that's cool. Now we need a screw over here. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we are able to do this. So in order to create something that will fit here, something like some kind of a screw, usually whenever I want to create screws, I'm simply taking a sphere and use it as my primary screw, I don't know, way. Anyway, we're going to create a sphere. Now, before we will handle the sphere, I have some trouble with my mouse. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to check how many vertices I have here. So you see I have 1, 2, 3, well, let's start with here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 8 vertices that we will be able to attach this screw over. So I'm going to grab this sphere, and now I will make sure that this sphere contains only 8 subdivision axes, at least subdivision axes. We don't need to touch the subdivision height, but the subdivision axis we will. I'm going to isolate it for a second, the sphere, right click, choose face, grab those entire faces here, simply delete, okay? Press F8. I'm gonna decide how to squeeze this screw. So let's say I want this to be like that. Well, you know what, let's leave it first like that. I'm gonna create a new cube before I'm squeezing it. The cube will appear inside the sphere, so I'm gonna bring this out that way and scale this cube. Oh, you can't see because we isolated this entire thing, so I'm gonna unisolate and then isolate again. I'm gonna shrink it, I'm gonna isolate, grab both of them and isolate them both as well at the same time. Now I will be able to see them both. So I'm gonna make this cube such as this, right click, choose face, and grab only those side faces, okay? See? Now with that done, you're gonna go over extrude, and when you extrude, right away go and uncheck the keep faces together. Now whenever you're gonna extrude it, it will extrude that way, okay? And if I wouldn't do that, they will be extruded that way, see? So we want this to be that way, and continue push it, so it will be a little bit bigger than the sphere. Grab this, move this downwards somewhat halfway, like that, okay? Then select this, shift select this, and go over mesh, booleans, and difference, okay? Now because we isolated this, we need to unisolate and make sure we have this there. Okay, now we have a problem here. I'm gonna try and fix this problem. Let's see. Let's unisolate whatever is there. Grab those, mesh, booleans, and difference. Okay, we have a problem. I don't know why it's happening. Maybe I have some lack of geometry here. I'm gonna grab this and simply mesh smooth this, so we will have a little bit more geometry. Well, not that way. Let me think. Let's grab this, shift select this, mesh, booleans, and difference, and this is not good. This is not what I wanted to get here. I'm gonna try and scale this downwards a little bit. Maybe bring this up that way. Right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna just simply grab these and make them longer. If it didn't happen to you, then that's okay, but whatever I was trying to do is making sure I have this kind of a screw entry there. So I didn't get that, and I'm not sure why. Usually it's working, but maybe because I reduced the subdivision of my sphere, just making a little bit of problems. So something with the proportion, it doesn't give me the chance to really make it done. Anyway, that's not good. Anyway, let's grab this. I will try to work it out. You see, I'm gonna grab this edge by double clicking on it, extrude it, switch to move tool, and extrude it downwards that way. And then I will simply go and click extrude again, do something such as this, or maybe even, you know what, switch to scale tool, do something such as this, bring this a little bit upwards, close this, and let's choose mesh, fill hole, so this will fill this, and we are good to go. It doesn't have to be really about topology with this screw, it's just a screw, so don't take it that hard with that. Now the only thing we would want to do is to squeeze this a little bit and fit this to our portion of that drain hole. So I'm gonna bring this over here. I'm gonna go over shading, wireframe unshaded, and while it's selected, you can press V, hold down the V key, and simply middle mouse click over this hole and try and snap this. Now, it's not always happening, but maybe I need to a little bit more focus here. Now I'm holding down the V, I'm trying to bring this here, but it's not really cooperating. Anyway, sometimes it has its own, I don't know, way of acting. We'll simply bring it over here, scale it to fit this. Now you see we have the same amount vertices to connect this. I'll just simply bring this over here. Now I'm going to hold down the D key. Well, sorry, I'm going to switch to top view first, and then I will look for this top view. So you click here to top view, and then hover your mouse over the desired window and hit the space bar. It should expand it. Okay. Now we will be able to mount this with the same size that it needs to be. So I'm going to bring this and change the size so it will fit, somewhat fit. Then I will be able to come over here and back to the perspective view by clicking here, by the way, and simply switch to move tool. Something is still not cooperating. Grab those, shift select both of them, mesh, and combine. Okay, so now they are one unit. Now you see they are not really sitting on top of each other correctly. I mean, there is some kind of a something here is a little bit weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go over mesh tools, merge vertex tool, and I'm gonna merge this screw into this drain hole. That way you choose to start with your screw, click, hold, and drag over the next vertices and release. Now I'm using an option called center. Now by default I didn't want it really to use this, but right now this is what I have. So I'm gonna continue to use this. That way it's not really bothering me. It's not some detail that is going to really make the difference here. Okay, it's just nice to have this thing that people will know you invested some time. Okay, it's all patched. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Press 3. Let's zoom out. Let's turn off wireframe unshaded. Let's press F8 once or twice. Let's unselect it and see how it looks. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. Now, what's nice about this is that you can simply come, press 1, right-click, choose face, and grab this entire frame that contain this. Okay. Now with that, you're gonna go over mesh, and shift right-click. Okay, you shift right-click on top of your selection, duplicate face, and now basically you will see this kind of a same extrude option. Now I'm living here next to some kind of a, well, I don't know, carpenter factory or something. So there is noises, so sorry about that. Anyway, press F8 3 times, and now you will have the bath in white wireframes and the duplicated faces in green wireframes. You want to hold down the control and unselect your bath, so you will remain only with that. And you want to choose this and make sure it's like selected, modify center pivot. So the center pivot will be here. You want to rotate it in 90 degrees. So just switch to rotation, hold down the J key, and simply rotate it that way. Now you're gonna scale this down and make this fit to this area here. So let's first examine this area. Let's say we want this to be mounted here. Okay, so we will need to remove those 4 faces. I'm gonna grab those 4 faces, press delete, press F8 once or twice, grab this, and let's see if this will fit. Now it doesn't have to fit, right? We don't really need to make it the same size also. So we just have some, you know, we can bring it over here that way. Now in order to attach this really to the same portion, we first need to right-click, choose vertices, grab those vertices, shift select those, scale those down so we can see the hole. Okay, this is why I'm shrinking them. I'll grab those as well. But what I do care about is that this piece will be at the same alignment with this. So what I will do, I'll press F8, hold down, switch to Move tool, hold down the V key, and try to snap this into wherever it snaps here. So you see it snaps almost, yeah, it's there. So we can bring this, lift it up a little bit. And then we can go over, right-click, choose vertices. First of all, grab only the circle vertices and switch to Move tool, okay? And shrink them so it will be a tinier hole, okay? Press F8, grab both of them, Mesh Combine, and then let's use our Merge Vertex tool from the Mesh tool menu. Click, hold, drag to the point where it is. I don't want to use this. Now, currently I'm using the Merge Center, Merge Vertex tool with the center option. So you can see whenever you use the Merge Vertex tool, you can see the option box. So you can come over Mesh Tools, click on Merge Vertex Options, and choose the target vertices. Now we want to pull those vertices into the same position where those are, not otherwise. Okay, so you need to use the target vertice option. And then you can simply, that way you're keeping your mesh, you know, look better as it was without messing around with this entire geometry. So it's patched, press F8. I'm going to grab this entire thing, go over Edit, delete by type history. We want to get rid of the entire history we have here. And we simply, by that, creating the bath without, of course, the tap or whatever, but we can press 3, have a look at this. We have a very nice bath with holes, and I hope you satisfy. Now, I know for some of you this tutorial was a little bit speeded up, but I guess that if you watch some of my tutorials, it's you should be familiar with most of the things that I'm doing here, or the technique that I'm using, like with smoothing edges, you know, smooth preview option and whatever goes into this area. Anyway, thank you for watching this part. We will continue the next part by adding a little bit more details, by adding taps or whatever. So yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.